Do you remember the first time you set out to ride a bicycle? I remember it like it was yesterday. I was around the age of 6 years old. It was the middle of summer and my dad decided to take me to my local grade school parking lot to learn. The risk in biking for me as a 6-year-old were pretty minuscule, but every first-time biker has the fear of falling off their bike and injuring themselves. The risks are obvious and sometimes terrifying, but the reward of learning, growing, and being able to accomplish almost always outweighs those same risks. When I decided to move to New York City, I knew that there would be risk involved. Expenses, failure, loneliness, security, the list goes on and on and on. But what I've learned from the age of 6 to the age of 26 is that on the other side of risk is where life begins to feel purposeful. The risks you either decide to take or decide not to take truly define the life that you're going to live. And so far, the risk I took moving to New York City seems to be paying off. Does anybody else kind of enjoy rainy days? For me, today is one of those days where, yes, it's raining outside. Yes, it's a little bit like annoying to have to deal with like water getting on your stuff, but greens and the yellows and the oranges of the trees are just popping like no other. Anyways, might as well get going. We have someone to meet. Back in here. I don't know if my audience was watching YouTube around this time, but does anyone remember a YouTuber named Tom Stefaniak? He was a sneaker YouTuber who created mostly, obviously, sneaker reviews, sneaker content. Him and people like Bullet RC, Kais Omar, Unbreakable Kicks used to be YouTube channels that I watched a ton when I first started watching YouTube. Tom has always been someone that's given me my flowers, and I decided to meet up with him today at Ralph's Coffee, so let's get there so we're not too late. Tom, what's going on with you, bro? I have it here first. Tom's
considering making videos.
Making videos again?
Consider, no promises. Okay. But maybe January, February 2024.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you to that. Okay. I think my favorite moment in New York City so far was when my Dutch friend Toon came to visit and I took my first bike ride around Central Park. The weather was amazing, it wasn't too crowded, and Toon and I the entire bike ride talked about how beautiful this day and this moment is. Kinda corny, but it's true. You might be wondering, Drew, what about the fashion component of New York City so far? And honestly, I haven't really had ample time to embed myself into any one particular fashion community here in New York City or into any one kind of fashion space here in New York City. I'm still very much so feeling it out. But as a influencer, I've been invited out to several events here in the city, so let me show you a taste of what that means.
Yeah, for myself though, yeah, it's like growing up in the hood, we grew up, wearing sneakers, loved going, to the store getting all kinds of sneakers. But once we start seeing the Timberlands, we know we had a conscious decision to make. You're gonna get the Pro Kids and Nikes, or you're gonna step up to the Timberlands, So for me, it was kind of like a step up in swag, and also like you growing up and almost, it was almost like the mid before you start wearing shoes. So the Timbs was like, the step in between you growing up and being mature, man. So it means a lot to me.
Happy birthday to the man.
You gotta mix.
Let's see what you got. Prosciutto? I guess I did. I'm with the New Yorkers right here.
We got some fries, and then we got some honey mustard and ketchup and mayo.
Why did I think that was strawberries at first? Like that's
No, hell no.
Like a little yogurt parfait.
Today we're going to Cold Springs, New York, upstate for a little bit of fall nature. Because in New York, as you know, it's the concrete jungle, but we want to go to the actual jungle. We want to go to the actual outdoors. I'm from Colorado. I've missed being outside, so it's going to be a long-awaited reunion with the outdoors. Time is currently 3:05 p.m. We're testing to see how long it takes to get down. I say an hour and 33. The man behind the camera says an hour and 60. This girl says an hour and 24.
Alright, Drew's gonna set a timer.
Side note, my phone is at 5%. See how long it takes to get
If you don't hear from Lauren after this anymore, we'll let you know what happened.
We'll let you know. 1 hour timer starting now.
1 hour timer starting now. Okay, we'll start it when we close the video.
We'll start it.
We'll be honest about it.
I'm ready.
Trust us. Alright. See you when we get down there. If we ever get down there.
So we made it back from our hike in Cold Springs. Actually, quite beautiful. Whoa. Joiner.
Did you get it?
1 hour,
Damn.
33 minutes,
No, Drew, wait.
16 seconds.
Wait.
What do you mean wait?
You didn't.
How you feeling?
Well, why did you stop here and not at the bottom when we...
Because now we're back. This is what I said. And this is what I meant.
miles an hour.
60% fast.
Yeah. Maybe more.
Cool.
Cool.
So the fact that like the first time we
Yep.
arrived, I mean this is the trick that
Yeah.
cheeseburger.
You may have been right.
Thank you so much.
Tried.
It's almost like she works in.
Right. It's okay.
Those Brussels sprouts are delicious.
I didn't realize it'd be the same size, but it's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you. Do I get a prize?
If this girl can eat all this food, it's gonna be crazy.
Thank you. Want a lemonade?
Fire.
This is the maple glazed cooler.
Right, so
Smoke salmon.
yum.
Can I see that kid?
Yeah, of course. You can use this camera. This thing is so good.
Hey! Oh my god, this is so like old school home movie vibes. And it's so lightweight.
It's so light.
Yeah.
It's so light.
I think that's the best part about it.
You should see the zoom. It's actually crazy. Pokimane. This is for you.
So cute.
I want you to enjoy this when you come to my city. I'm just kidding.
I'm crying. I'm gonna get you guys back when you're in LA, I swear.
Something.
I already see chocolate, so I'm happy.
Are you? Hopefully you like chocolate.
I love chocolate. One of the first things I said was like, I'm a foodie. This is so you. This is so. Is this a Timberland?
That's a Timberland right
I'm about to
there.
eat Tim's.
About to be eating. That is so good.
These are so well made.
I know they really went
Like
off
the
with that.
detail, the logo,
Insane. They went
the
off.
laces, the flame.
New York is so beautiful, you heard?
It's beautiful. Everybody is just so romantic.
Everyone's fit.
Crazy. Thank you. So Lauren and I were in our outfits, right? And Lauren asked me, "What are we like? What is our costume? What character are we portraying?" So rude. I was saying. So we have our Obama Matrix shirts on, and
There is no overnight car train service.
our costumes are Matrix Busters, breakers.
Let's say it again. Our costume is
Matrix
Busters. Busters. One more time.
Our costume is Matrix Busters. We're here to bust
The Matrix.
the Matrix.
Peace. You're making
right, so we just finished up at New York City Comic Con. We're about to get some food. But I think it's important that whenever you have an interest, no matter how weird or different or outsider you are, stay true to who you are. Do the things that you enjoy. I always get reminded that whenever I go to like a Comic Con event, convention or comic event or something like that, it reminds me to stay true to who I am. And we got something from the event, which is super dope. So, I'm a happy boy.
Didn't know that was an option. No, you're good. Thank you.
Let's get a word in for today's sponsor, Squarespace. Are you interested in making your very own website for a brand or creative project? Squarespace offers a comprehensive amount of features to make the website that you've always dreamed of. If you want to sell your products direct to consumer, or if you just want to display your body of work, Squarespace makes it easy to do that and more. Currently, I'm using my Squarespace website as a hub for all of my content and all of my social media platforms. And if you needed a sign to help nudge you into creating your first website, this is your sign. Visit squarespace.com/DrewJoyner for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. When I was a kid, I used to hate the fall, other than the fact that my birthday was coming up. Fall meant back to school, which also meant homework and navigating the ever-changing social scene. Basketball season was still months away, and the cold, who likes the cold? As I've grown up, I've come to realize that fall is my absolute favorite season of the year. From the trees changing colors to being able to dress with more layers, there's a certain peace in the fall that can't be emulated in any other season of the year for me. Even in New York City, I found so much solace being able to bike the park, get warm tea with my friends, and work on making the best videos that I can while I'm here. If I ever come back to this video, I want my future self to know that this first fall in the city is shaping up to be a beautiful one. As always, I'm spreading peace, love, and positivity in 2023. So that means I'm spreading peace, love, and positivity to you from me. Wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful rest of your day. A bientôt. Peace. Yo, what is good? Post, vid. Here's the fist bump for the one time. Bop. Thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. This video was super fun to make. I love how it came out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. For the post vid question of the day, let me know, which do you prefer, coffee or tea? For me, I'm more of a tea person, and I love my herbal teas. I love ginger tea. That's like just my go-to like tea. Nothing crazy, nothing too caffeinated or anything like that. Just something simple, perfect for the fall time, perfect for just staying cozy, sipping on something a little warm while it's a little bit gray outside. Also, this lighting right now is immaculate. Like, it looks really good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, let me know down in the comments your answer, #PVV, coffee or tea. We'll see you in the next video, hopefully very, very soon. Podcast is coming back very, very soon. I'm working on it. We're getting there. It's happening. See y'all, PVV. Peace.